exactly. People are just running late. Okay, well, we're going to start anyway, lying on our backs. Okay, want to hold a block and ideally a strap or a scarf or something with you. Just all the way down. Feet spread wide. Arms down the side of the body. Start to settle into the breath. Noticing the way it moves in and out of the belly, the chest. Taking 2 more deep breath cycles. And then slowly we're going to start to bend the knees and plant the feet down onto the ground. Pressing down with the feet, I'd like you to inhale, lift the hips, and gently slide the block underneath the pelvis. And then gently straighten the legs all the way back down. Breathing into length at the front of the body. We're going to work this evening with the psoas, or the hip flexors that runs across the front of the hips, the pelvis. Beginning to notice the breath as you inhale and see if you can breathe a little bit lower down into the front of the hip. Then gently begin to point the toes. If the feet have fallen outwards, gently draw the toes up. Point them down towards the ground and reach the arms up overhead and behind you. Finding more length through the front of the hip. Taking 2 more breath cycles here. And then very gently start to relax the hands back down by your side. And start to bend both feet, planting them, bend both knees rather than feet, plant them down. Good. And I ask you to bring the right knee in towards the chest. Take your strap or your scarf underneath the ball of the right foot. And straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, pulling the toes down towards you, extending the heel high towards the ceiling. Then if you can, we're going to walk the left leg all the way back down to the bottom of the mat, this time pressing the heel out, pulling the toes towards you. So we're dorsiflexing both ankles. Perhaps notice if by extending the leg, this raised right leg has had to lower to counter the pelvic tilt. It's okay. But try and encourage the left heel forward. Try and really press the left thigh down towards the ground. And keep pulling the right foot back towards you. Taking 2 more breath cycles here. And slowly, we're going to begin to bend the right knee. Release the strap away. Plant the right foot down. Bending the left leg. Swapping sides, bringing the left knee in towards the chest, hooking the strap or scarf underneath the ball of the left foot. And extend the leg high, pulling the toes back towards the face. And this time straightening the right leg all the way down, pulling the toes towards you. Again, notice if the left leg adjusts to make this happen. Really push the right heel away, try and encourage the right thigh down towards the ground. Taking 2 more deep breath cycles. And very slowly start to bend the left knee. Release the strap and plant the left foot down, bending the right knee and planting that foot down too. Take a moment here and then gently we're going to lift the hips up, remove the block or the book or cushion out from underneath you and come all the way down. Gently drawing both knees in towards the chest. We're going to straighten the legs towards the ceiling. You can hold on to the back of the thighs if this feels strange, or you can use the strap and bring that around the back if you prefer. So with the psoas, we tend to find it shortening drastically due to our posture, the way we live our lives, especially at the moment where we seem to move from couch to desk. We sleep on our sides, we drive with the knees bent. And the psoas has become shorter and shorter, but it's not stronger. It's a very weak muscle, and it tends to cause lordosis in the low back, that over-pronunciation of curve that impinges and causes low back pain. And also causes an over-dominance through the quadriceps, which can cause knee complications, ACL damage. So this evening we're going to work on lengthening it back out and then developing strength through the muscle. So with that in mind, I'd like you to start to point the heels high, pulling the toes down towards you. Knees can be slightly soft if they need to be, that's fine. We're going to extend the left leg down. Release the arms either forward or down onto the mat, entirely up to you. Bring the left leg back up and lower the right leg all the way down. Bring the right leg up. Exhale, lower the left leg all the way down. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, lower right leg. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, lower left. Inhale, bring it up. As you exhale, bend the knees, bring them in towards the chest. Take a moment. We're going to repeat that and create a little bit more heat through the front of the hip as well as the abdominals. So this time I'd like you, if you can, to bring the head up. If you need to support the head, by all means interlace the fingers behind, otherwise reach the arms forward. You're going to straighten the left leg up, bring the right foot down, but don't let it rest on the ground. Good. And then swap over, bring the right leg up, Lower the left leg down, and then try and pull the right leg a little bit closer to you. Use the hip. Good, and then swap the legs over. And then pull the left leg in even closer, swap the legs over. Pull the right even closer, swap left. Pull it closer, swap right. Pull it closer. One more time each side. In, up, and in. Good. Bring both legs up. Release the head, draw the knees in. Good. So starting to provide a little bit of movement on the spine, perhaps rocking and rolling. If the hands are in the back of the knees, by all means making circles with the knees and then going the other way. Then start to rock and roll up and down along the spine. Come into a seated position, extending the legs out in front of you. So we're going to do a drill to start off with. Again, just bringing a little bit more fire into the front of that psoas, waking the muscle up so that when we use it later, it's already aware of what we're trying to do. So I'd like you to bring a block alongside your right leg, or a book, or a cushion, whatever you're working with. And you can choose to have it on the lower setting next to the ankle. You can choose to turn it slightly higher. You can be a real narcissist to make it as high as it will go, up to you. And then I'd like you to take a deep breath in, lift up through the chest, push the hips back so you find this long spine that we're frequently working towards. Good, bring the hands down by your side. You're going to want to be on the fingertips here to apply a little bit of pressure to help remind you to keep the spine up and lean forward slightly. Good, and then we're going to push through the fingertips, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, pick the right leg up and go over your block or book. Good, and then inhale, sit up, exhale, back up and over. Inhale, sit up, exhale, over. Inhale, lift, exhale, over. Inhale to lift, exhale to move. Inhale, lift, exhale, over. Good, and then move the block or book to the other side, keeping it down near to the ankle. Draw the body up and lean slightly forward. Take a deep breath in, and when you're ready, exhale, over. Try not to lean back. Inhale, exhale, over. Inhale, exhale, over. Inhale, lean forward, exhale, pick it up. One more time, inhale, exhale, over. And then inhale and exhale, bring it back to center. Good. Release the block. You're going to find your way into a tabletop shape on the mat. Good. We're just going to move through a few rounds of cat-cow, just warming up the spine. So as you inhale, dropping the belly down, drawing the shoulders up, and then pulling the hands back towards you so you spread the collarbones wide. As you exhale, press through the hands, keep the elbows micro-bent, crease lines face in, roll the shoulders back. Good. Inhale, lift the gaze, hands pull back towards you. Watch the elbows. Good. And then exhale, press down, round all the way back. One more time, inhale, lift the gaze, belly tilts. Exhale, press down, round back. Good, come to find that neutral position. Good, okay, and then from here what I'd like you to do is we're just going to swing slightly to the right and slightly to the left. Just find a little bit of movement into the side of the body, keeping a slight round through the spine. Good, and then start to walk the hands back towards you. Reach the arms up overhead. Use my knee. You're going to shift the weight onto the left leg and step the right foot forward. And then start to sink down into the right knee. Good, so to begin with, we're going to take quite a deep lunge, keeping the knee, making sure it's safely over the ankle. So as you sink deeper, keep walking the foot a bit further forward. Reaching the arms as high as you can, and as you do so, making sure that you pull the right hip back and encourage the left hip forward. Take a really deep breath in, draw the fingertips up, really feel and lift through the front of that left hip, push the left hip further forward, engage the glute behind it to do so. And then exhale, draw the hands down, plant them either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, step the front foot back, and then drop down onto the knees and walk the hands back. Inhale to reach the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, step the left foot forward. Sink down into the front knee. And tucking the back toes if the balance allows. And again, making sure we're not escaping and sinking on a diagonal. Pull the right hip forward. And try and sink directly forward. Good, engaging that right glute. Start to push the right knee forward. Pull the left foot back. Sink a little bit deeper. 2 more breath cycles, reach the fingers as high as you can allow. Last deep breath in as you exhale, plant the hands. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Step the front foot to the back of the mat. Good, taking a deep breath in, we're going to lower the knees down. Inhale to shift the weight forward and exhale to lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. Come onto the top of the feet, press down, lift the knees, roll the shoulders back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come down. Inhale, tuck the toes. Push back into your tabletop. Good, so you've definitely done this one with me a few times before. But we're going to bring the right knee forward to the elbow. And then drop the knee down behind the right wrist. That's it, good. So option one is to keep the right foot down, and the foot and the knee want to be in line, so they're directly behind the wrist. Option one is to push down with the top of that foot and pick up the right knee, slide it up, and then draw it back down. Option two is to pick up the whole of the bottom leg, so you begin instead by squeezing the right foot up, and then picking up the knee along the back of the arm and down. We're going to do 3 on each side. So taking a deep breath in. When you're ready, exhale. Either pick up the knee, leave the foot down, or pick the whole thing up and down. Inhale, exhale, pick it up and down. One more time. Exhale, pick the knee up and slide it down. Good. Slide the right leg back to find your tabletop. And we'll swap sides. So shifting the left leg forward and down. Good. When you're ready, push through the hands. Make sure you keep the elbows micro bent, dome into the upper back. And then exhale, either picking up the knee or picking up the whole of that lower leg. And inhale down. Exhale, pick it up. Inhale down. Last time, exhale, pick it up. Inhale down. Slide the knee all the way back. Walk the knees wide, sink back and find your first child's pose, arms extended in front of you. Resting the forehead down onto the mat. And slowly as you inhale, start to shift the weight forward, find your tabletop. As you exhale, tuck the toes, push back and find your first downward facing dog. Grounding down through all 10 fingers, draw the fingertips in towards the palm of the hand. Soften the elbows, wrap the shoulders out away from the ears. Drawing the ribcage in underneath. Good. And then when you're inhale, I'd like you to rise up onto the tiptoes, trying to keep the legs straight for as long as you can, and lift up each leg and step it forward. Really trying to use that deep hip flexor to pull the leg forward. Good. Inhale, draw the hands halfway up the shins, spine length. Exhale to bend the knees and fold the body all the way down. Inhale to lift the body, find length. Exhale, bend the knees, fold down. One more time, inhale to lift and find length. Exhale, bend the knees, fold the body. Good, and then as you inhale, we're going to roll the body all the way up to standing, arms reach overhead. Good, and exhale, bring the hands down by your side. Okay, so coming back to what we were working on this week in the beginner class, working with the feet, making sure we're really pulling the toes in towards the main bulk of the foot, feeling the arches lift both inner, outer, and underneath the toes. And then continuing that lift up through the kneecaps, engaging the quadriceps, drawing the ribcage in, so we gently tuck the pelvis, drawing up through the chest. Hands come back down by our sides. And then slowly, I'd like you to shift the weight into the right foot and pick up the left leg, heel drives down. Interlace the fingers in front of the body. Take a really deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to start to extend the leg in front of us, turn the fingers out. Inhale, draw the knee up as close and as tight as you can to the body. Exhale, send it out again, turn the hands away. Inhale, draw the knee in and up without leaning back. Exhale, straighten the left leg out, turn the hands away. Maybe see if you can pick the left leg up a little bit higher without leaning the body back. Exhale, swing the leg all the way back. Step it to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, keeping the fingers interlaced. Good. This time starting to lower the hips down, taking a gentle back bend, pushing that left hip forward. Making sure we're really starting to stretch out through that left hip flexor. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, open up and find your first warrior two. So adjusting the feet, sinking down into your warrior two shape. Good. Inhale, start to straighten the front leg. Turn the feet so the heels come in and then turn both toes onto the diagonal. Good. Bring the hands down onto the waist. We're going to sink ourselves all the way down into that goddess or god squat. Again, ribcage draws in, so we're making sure we're not twerking the pelvis back. Shifting the weight straight down. Encouraging the knees to pull out towards the toes, really try and fire up the glutes to do that. And then slowly start to shift across into one leg. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, shift across. Inhale, find center. Exhale, shift across. Inhale to center. Exhale, shift across. Inhale, come to center. Last time. Exhale, across. Inhale to center. Exhale, shift across. Inhale, come to center. Slowly start to straighten both legs. Turn the feet in. Keeping the hands onto the waist, but making sure that we're going to, as we fold forward, that we're folding forward at a neutral spine. So start to press the hips back. The weight will start to shift into the heels. Find the long spine first, including the neck. And then shift the weight into the balls of the feet, making sure we're not locking out the legs, we're keeping a micro bend, but really thinking about pushing the hips back, draw the crown of the head forward. Nice, Mark, good. Squeeze the elbows behind you. Good, so we're keeping the collarbones wide. And then I'd like you to start pushing the feet out away from each other. Hopefully feeling a bit of engagement where your hands are, maybe seeing if you can fold a little bit deeper. Just imagine pushing them down and out. Good. Slowly as you inhale, peel yourself up, and as you come up, squeeze the feet the other way, squeeze them in instead. Feeling the inner thigh starting to work. Good. Open the right foot, sink back down to find that warrior two. Take a really deep breath in your warrior two stance, and then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands. Turn onto the ball of the back foot, step the front foot to the back of the mat, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, if you want to, drop the knees, otherwise lowering down through a full chaturanga. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come down. Tucking the toes, pushing back and finding downward facing dog. And then slowly we're going to start to rise up onto the tiptoes and walk the feet forward towards the hands. Inhale, draw the hands halfway up the shins, invite length into the body. Exhale, soften the knees, fall down. Inhale, lift halfway, invite length into the body. Exhale, bend the knees, soften down. One more time, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bend the knees and soften. Good, and then as you inhale, draw the arms, come all the way up. And as you exhale, release the hands down by your side. Come back into the feet, noticing that awareness of the toes and the arches. Good, and we go to swap sides. So again, interlacing the hands, keeping the palms in front of you, drawing the rib cage in, taking a deep breath, shifting the weight onto the left foot, and as you inhale, pick up the right, heel presses down, pull the knee in as close as you can. And then as you exhale, turn the hands away, extend the leg out in front of you. Inhale, draw the knee in and up. Exhale, extend it out. Try not to lean back. If anything, lean forward slightly. Good. Inhale, lean up. Last time. Exhale, extend it out. Inhale, up. And as you exhale, step the foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, keeping your fingers interlaced. Making sure that right hip tracks forward. Trying to straighten the back leg, lift the kneecap and take a gentle bend into the front knee. One more breath cycle in. And as you exhale, open up to find that warrior two on the other side. Good. This time inhaling, start to straighten the front leg. Again, turn the feet in. Turn the heels in, turn the toes once again onto the diagonal. Hands come onto the waist as we sink back down into that squat, that sumo squat position. And then this time instead, I'd like you to simply lift up the heel of the right foot and lower the heel back down. Pick up the heel of the left foot, lower it back down. Go as low as you can with the hips, swap sides. Keeping yourself low, trying not to pick the body up with every heel raise. One more time on each side. Slowly bringing yourself all the way up, turning the toes in. And again, we're going to press the hips back, drive the weight into the heels to begin with, so we find that long spine, we keep that micro bend in the knees. And then shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Squeeze the elbows back behind you. Neck is part of the spine, making sure it all stays long. And keep pushing the feet down and out, so you're feeling that engagement underneath the fingers in the hip crease. Engagement with the TFL. Taking 2 more deep breath cycles. The TFL is another one of the hip flexors. And slowly as you inhale, start to draw the body all the way up. Squeeze the feet together as you do so. Good. Turn the left foot to the front this time. Sink down, find your warrior two. Take a really deep breath in, cartwheel the hands down. Turn onto the ball of the back foot, step the back foot to the front of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway in right leg. Exhale, bend the knees, soften. Inhale, we're going to roll the body, come all the way up. And then take a hold of the strap. Good, so this time we're going to bring the right knee in and use the strap underneath the ball of the right foot. Taking both parts of the strap into the right hand, draw the knee in, and then straighten the leg out. So by leaning back, we disengage the psoas and we allow the quadriceps to take all of the heat to keep the leg up. So I really want you to think about pulling the body forward. Yeah, by all means, use something for support. And then using the strap, we're going to pulse here. So bringing the leg as high as you can, lean the body forward, and we're going to pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. We're going to do that again. When you're ready, 10, 9, 8, 7, lean forward, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Drop the strap, try and keep the leg where it is. Good. Take one more breath cycle, releasing that strap. And then swing the leg back behind you, step it all the way back. Inhale to find your high lunge. And exhale to find the warrior two. Good. So we're going to use a bit of momentum. You've done this one with me before. We're going to straighten the front leg and bend back into the front knee as you exhale. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Then we're going to push off that front foot and come to find tree pose on the back leg. The knee draws out. We're pulling ourselves in so this hip doesn't soften, lifting up. Hands come together. And then open the arms out to the side. Palms face down, fingers actively spread apart. Without leaning away from the knee, I'd like you to draw the left foot away, heel presses down, and pick the knee up towards the arm. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, draw the knee up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, draw it up. Inhale, straighten the leg out. And we're going to pulse here too for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the foot down, find your warrior two. Good. Take a deep breath in. Cartwheel the hands down. Turn onto the ball of the back foot and drop the back knee onto the ground. Untuck the back toes. So we should find ourselves in quite a short stance here. Knee is over ankle, back hip is over back knee. Good. Tuck the pelvis underneath, so really over tuck it. Good. And then I want you to reach the arms up. Push the back knee forward, pull the front foot back. So again, we're finding more length into that psoas. Taking one more deep breath cycle in. And as you exhale, release the hands down. We're going to come all the way back, lifting up the front toes to sit onto the back heel. Good. We're not going to stay here for too long. Bring the hands behind you. Take a deep breath in, lift the chest, and as you exhale, lean forward over the front leg. Inhale, lift the chest up. Drop onto the left hip and bring the right foot around. Bend both knees. Okay. So from here, if the shoulders are okay, the fingers are going to come behind facing towards the body. If the shoulders are not quite okay, you can turn the hands out. We're going to do rock backs. So to do that, we're going to roll the shoulders back first and lift the hips up into what looks like a reverse tabletop. We're then going to swing the hips down, lift the toes to come onto the heels and bring the hips all the way back and through that space if we can. Good. And then rock forward again, plant the feet, lift the hips up. Inhale. Exhale, swing the hips back and through the hands, keeping the hips off the ground. Good, one more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale, swing back and through. Drop the hips down. Good. Roll yourself over or roll yourself around. Find your way into a downward facing dog. Take a really deep breath in as you exhale, slowly start to rise onto the tiptoes, and again, walk the feet all the way forward to meet the hands. Inhale, lift halfway in right length. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, lift halfway in right length. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. One more time. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, sweep and reach the arms, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, release the hands down by your side. Finding the strap, we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. To bring in the strap underneath the ball of the left foot, bringing both parts of the strap into the left hand. Right hand goes onto the right hip, and then draw the left knee in. Good. As you exhale, straighten the leg out. And notice if the hip wants to protrude out to the left side, and square the left hip back down. Drawing the leg as high as we can. Leaning the body forward slightly. And then we're going to pulse from here using the strap. Try and use your psoas. The strap is simply there to help keep the leg up for a moment. I'm going to pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg slightly. And then when you're ready, lifting the leg back up to its highest point, and then go again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the leg out, drop the strap, keep the leg where it is. Use the psoas, lean the body forward, don't lean back. One more deep breath. Exhale, swing the leg back behind you, step the foot to the back of the mat. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take a deep breath in, try and straighten the back leg, sink into the front knee, really stretch into that front hip flexor. Just shortened it back up again, but we're building strength. And then as you exhale, open up and find your warrior two. Good. Inhale, start to straighten the front leg. Exhale, sink down into the front knee. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, sink into the front knee, making sure the feet keep coming towards each other at all times. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to soften. Push off the front foot, find tree pose on the back leg. Good, drawing that knee out, lifting up through the torso. Then opening the arms out. Fingers spread wide, body active, and making sure that we're lifting directly up. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, pull the knee away. Heel presses down. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, try and draw the knee up towards the arm without leaning the body away. Inhale to lower. Exhale, draw it up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, draw it up. Lower it slightly, and as you exhale, straighten the leg out. And then we're going to pulse there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the foot back out, find your warrior two. Take a deep breath in, cartwheel the hands. Turn onto the ball of the back foot and drop the back knee down. So we're in quite a short stance. Untucking the back toe. Lifting yourself up, making sure front knee and ankle are in that position. Back hip is over the back knee, and then really scoop the pelvis underneath and reach the arms up. Again, pushing the back knee forward, pushing the front foot back, finding more length through that front hip flexor. Take one more deep breath cycle in. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. And slowly start to shift the weight back to come to sit on that back heel, if your knee will allow it. Okay, straighten the front leg out, toes pull up. Fingers come behind, micro bend the front knee, lift the quads. Push the chest forward with the fingers, so really pushing the hips back, crown of the head comes forward. And then exhale, try and fold, belly over thighs. Inhale, gently come up. Exhale, rock down onto the right hip this time. Good. And bring the left leg around. Okay. So from here, we're going to work on building up that strength again into the core hip flexors that will definitely feel it tonight or tomorrow morning, if they're not already. So I'd like you to bring your hands either side of your left leg first. So you want the legs a little way apart from each other. If you're really bendy and your hands come further down, you're making this harder for yourself. I would suggest keep them quite close towards the knee. Take a deep breath in, lift up and slightly forward. Push with the fingertips, pull the toes towards you and try and pick up the leg. Inhale to lower it down. Exhale, pick it up. Inhale it down. Exhale, pick it up. Inhale it down, making sure we're keeping a long spine. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale to come down. Good. And then swap the hands over to the other side. Take a deep breath in, lift up and slightly forward. And again, push down, lift the leg up. And come down. Inhale up and forward. Exhale, pick up the leg. Down. Inhale, exhale, pick it up. And down. Inhale. Exhale, pick it up. And down. 2 more times. Picking the leg up. Lowering it down last time. Inhale, exhale, pick it up. And drop it down. Give the legs a bit of a shake. Good. And then we're just going to stretch out what we've just done. So you can choose to work your way into a reverse tabletop, fingers point forwards or out, and come here. You might choose to walk the legs away, coming onto the heels. You might be able to point the toes and ground them down. Take the variation that works for you. Just be mindful of the elbows, especially here. We want to lock them out because it feels better. Good, Mark. Good. Take 2 more breath cycles there. Really roll the shoulders back and around. Good. Then slowly lower yourself all the way down. Good. Rolling yourself over or rolling yourself around into a tabletop shape. Walk the knees wide and come to sink all the way back, finding yourself into a child's pose. Arms can be extended or they can be down by your side, entirely up to you. One more full breath cycle, breathing into the back of the body, lifting the shoulder blades up as you inhale. And allowing the body to feel heavy as you exhale. Then slowly start to walk the hands back towards you. And then draw the knees together. So from here, we're going to work on those deeper abdominals again. So again, working with combining the abdominals with the psoas so that we're compensating for the fact that we've probably been using quadricep strength for a long time. So we're going to bring the hands down, either side of the knees. You can bring the hands slightly further back if you'd like. It makes it, again, slightly more challenging. So work with your limits. You're going to push down. First things first is slightly doving into the upper back. So really drawing that bottom rib cage in, and it will pull the back slightly into a rounded shape. Push down through the hands, keeping that cat-cow kind of shape. And slowly push through the top of the feet, lift the knees up. Good, and then drop the knees down. Inhale, lift the chest, take a baby cat-cow. Exhale, push down, lift the knees up and in. Inhale, drop the knees down. Lift the gaze up, push the hips back, take a baby back bend. Exhale, push down, draw up. We're going to hold here for 3. You might want to pick up one foot and drop it down and pick up the other. You might just want to hold where you are. One more breath in. Exhale, drop all the way down. Inhale, rise onto the fingertips, open the chest. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. Roll the shoulders back, pull the hands down the back, and just create a bit of space across the front of the body. Take one more full breath cycle in. Good, and as you inhale, slowly bring yourself up. As you exhale, bring the hands down in front of you. Tuck the toes underneath. Push back to find downward facing dog. Two more breath cycles here. As you inhale, raise the right leg high towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the right knee through towards the nose, really dome into the upper back. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, right knee comes towards nose, really round the back, pull the knee in tight like you've been doing. Inhale, upper back. Exhale, right knee, this time comes to the left elbow. Again, as high as you can, straighten the right leg out towards the left side. That's it, shift the weight onto the right hand. We're going to roll onto the inner blade of the left foot and open ourselves up into this rock star / fallen star shape. Take a deep breath in. Slowly, we're going to lower the hips all the way down. So we come into a seated position with the legs spread wide. Good. Okay, so from here we're going to do the same as we've done before, but this time with the legs wider. So we're going to bring both hands to frame the left foot. Inhale, lift the chest up and forward. Exhale, push down through the hands, lift up the leg, and then drop it down. Inhale, lift up and forward. Exhale, pick up the left leg, and down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pick up the left leg, and down. Good. Bring the hands around to frame the right foot. Inhale, lift up, lean forward, try and pick up the right leg, and down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pick it up, and down. Last time, doing really well, Mark. Inhale, exhale, pick it up. Ooh, and down. Good. Okay. You're going to bring your right hand behind the body. Good. So we're going to come back onto the shape that we just left. So we're going to push down, roll onto the inside of the left foot. Push through the right hand, lift back up to find that fallen star shape. And then gaze comes down. Bring the left hand down, roll onto the ball of the left foot. And sweep the right leg all the way back and up into that three-legged dog. Good, bend the right knee, and yawn the right hip open. So we're again stretching out that hip flexor. Taking one more deep breath cycle in, and as you exhale, plug the left right foot down. You can choose, you can shift the weight forward and take a vinyasa, lowering down through chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. You can drop the knees and instead just take a cat-cow. Making sure we're pulling the hands back and rounding the spine. And then finding your way back into your downward facing dog. We'll do it on the other side. Good, so this time as you inhale, raise the left leg high. As you exhale, draw the left knee towards the nose, really squeeze the abdominals. Inhale, send it up and back. Exhale, squeeze it through. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, this time knee comes to the right shoulder or armpit. Straighten the leg out into that space. Come onto the inside of the right foot, open the right arm up. Good, take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop all the way down onto the left hip. Good. So we find ourselves in this teddy bear shape again. So we're going to do exactly the same thing again, but this time I'd like to see if you can bring the hands a little bit further down the leg, making it slightly more challenging. If last time felt too much, by all means keep the hands where they were. We're going to bring ourselves forward, taking a deep breath in, leaning the body forward, and we're only going to do it twice on each side. So when you're ready, breathing in and up, and as you exhale, lift up the leg and down. Inhale, breathe in and up. Exhale, lift the leg up and down. Swapping the hands over. Inhale, lift up and forward. Exhale, pick up the leg and down. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, push down and lift and down. Good. Bring the left hand down behind. Push down with the left hand, roll onto the inside of the right foot so the hips are already starting to rotate. Push down, lift the right arm up. Good. Gaze goes down. Plant the right hand down, pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Sweep the left foot all the way back and up to find that three-legged dog. Good, and then bend the left knee. And yawn the left hip open, trying to stack the left hip on top of the right, allowing the foot to drop behind. Good. Taking one more deep breath cycle in. And as you exhale, drop the foot back down. Taking a deep breath, rise high onto the tiptoes as you inhale, and as you exhale, start to walk the feet all the way forward. Inhale to lift halfway, invite length. Exhale to bend the knees and fold the body down. Inhale, lift halfway, invite length. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, invite length. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Okay, this next one is probably a new one to you. It's quite a challenger. I'd like you to bring the hands down in front of you, fingers spread wide. Good, and the knees can be as bent as they need to be to do this. Making sure the elbows have a micro bend in them too. And then I want you to imagine pulling the mat away, so you're engaging through the upper back. So pull the hands apart from each other. And then try and pull them back towards you. So you should hopefully feel the upper back and the core immediately start to fire by just simply moving the hand. Good. And shift your weight slightly into your left leg. I want you to pick up the right hip and pick up the right leg consequently. And try and tap the right foot forward towards the right forearm. And we're going to do that 10 times. So keeping the hands pulling apart and towards you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right foot down. And again, resetting the hands, making sure you pull them out and then back towards you. Shift the weight into the right foot, hitch the left hip up, lift up the left foot. Keeping the hands engaged and then tap left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the foot down. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Bring the hands down in front of you, gently lift the heels and fold yourself down into a small ball. Lifting the chest up, extend the arms out in front of you. And then see if you can drop the heels down and come to sit or splat. We're getting better. It's almost a sit. Good. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Good. Okay, so from here, I'd like you to bring the left foot in against the right thigh. Pull the right toes in towards you. There's no more lift, I promise. Bring the hands down in front and slightly lean the chest forward. If you find it more useful to bring the hands behind and use them to help push the chest forward, by all means do that instead. As you inhale, gently draw the body up. Bring the left hand down behind the left thigh. Push down with the left hand. We're going to allow the right arm to pick us up. Bring the hips up and bring the right hand behind. Really push the hips forward so you stretch into that hip flexor again. Gaze follows the right hand back. Taking one more deep, long breath in. As you exhale, come to sit all the way down onto the hip. And then swapping sides, sending the left leg down. Drawing the right foot up. Same again, making sure the toes pull out. We've got a micro bend in the knee, the quad is active, fingers go behind. Inhale, try and lift the chest up and forward. Continually pulling the left hip back behind us. Inhale to come up. Exhale, right hand comes behind right thigh. Push down, left arm reaches up and guides us all the way back. Gaze follows the hand, really pushing the hips forward. Take one more breath in. Slowly as you exhale, come all the way back down. Good. Then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out to the side. We're just going to butterfly the knees for a moment, bringing the hands onto the ankles and just allowing the knees to gently bounce. Noticing if one knee is higher than the other. Two more long breath cycles here. Good. And then slowly, you're going to bring your glutes a little bit closer towards the feet. Bring the hands in front of you. You come to roll all the way down. Good. Slowly, we're going to bring the knees in towards each other. And we're going to go back out of this practice the way that we came in. So we're going to find our block or book. Sliding it underneath the hips. And then gently straightening both legs down to the bottom of the mat, feet walk wide. Allow the feet to fall out if that's what the ankles want to do. Drawing the shoulder blades underneath the chest slightly to open the front of the body. And back to notice the breath as it moves in and out of the body. And slowly begin to bend the knees and plant the feet back down. Taking a full breath cycles here, allowing the body to readjust. Then gently push down with the feet, lift the hips up and remove the block out from underneath you, coming all the way down onto the ground. And then I'd like you to straighten the right leg down. And then pull the left knee in towards the chest. Squeezing it straight in towards you to begin with. Close as you can. Taking 2 more breath cycles with it there. Instead, we're going to start to pull the left knee across towards the right shoulder without lifting the left hip. Taking 2 more breath cycles here. And then I'd like you to hook the left foot behind the right thigh, so it's quite high up towards the glute. Bring the right hand on top of the left knee, open the left arm away from the body, and draw the knee across. So you want to try and keep that left knee really bent, the left foot close towards the hip. Resisting gravity slightly so that we actually get the depth of the stretch here. And then gently rolling onto the back. Straightening the left leg down, and as you do so, drawing the right knee in towards the chest. Bringing it in as tightly as you can. Noticing any sensation in the front of the hip and continue to gently draw it in. And then we're going to repeat what we did on the other side. So this time hooking the right foot onto the left thigh. So we keep the foot quite close. Left hand comes on top of the right knee. Right arm opens away from the body and draw the right knee across. If we're doing this correctly and the right foot is staying high on the thigh, A, we shouldn't be able to drop as quickly over. And B, you might feel this in new places, perhaps in the glute, perhaps in the inner thighs, all the way up into the groin. Take 2 more breath cycles. Slowly inhale, roll onto your back, draw both knees in towards the chest. Taking any last posture that you would like to, whether it's a happy baby, feet towards the ceiling, knees apart, or whether it's bringing the soles of the feet together and letting the knees fall out, but take something bilateral, something that applies to both sides evenly. Allow yourself 2 more breath cycles in this stage. And then gently, when you're ready, extend the legs all the way down to the bottom of the mat. Walking the feet mat width distance apart, bringing the hands down by the side of the body, the palms upturned. Allow the body to rest, allow the chin to gently tuck towards the chest. Allow the feet to fall out to the side or to fall inwards, however they naturally find themselves. And allow the breath to slow within the body. Noticing where the mind begins to wander to, and see if you can gently draw it back to find the breath. And slowly begin to move the fingers and move the toes. Starting to draw the legs together, keep them straight, and as you inhale, reach the arms up overhead and behind you. Stretching yourself out from end to end. Keeping the eyes closed, start to bend the knees. And choose to roll onto your left or your right side, curling yourself up into a ball, perhaps using the bottom arm to find its way as a pillow. With the eyes closed, begin to straighten the top leg, push down with the top hand, and find your way up to a seated position on the mat. Finding any position that feels comfortable for you, bringing the hands to wherever they naturally find themselves, on the knees, the thighs, or in the seat of the lap. Lifting through the crown of the head, inviting length into the body. And then taking a really deep breath in, fill the belly, fill the chest, lift the collarbones. Open the mouth, sigh the air back out. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest, fill the collarbones. Open the mouth, sigh it all back out. Inhale, fill belly, chest, collarbones. Exhale, sigh it out. Bring the arms out in front of you, gently rub them together to generate some heat. Bring the fingers over the eyes. Blink the eyes open behind the hands. Spread the fingers to let light back in slowly. And release the hands down. Namaste.